What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, I gotta go ahead and apologize for the gameplay you guys are watching. It is a little bit older than what I would like to show you guys. I went ahead and I live streamed this game all day long, and I thank each and every one of you guys who tuned into live stream, hung out with me, chatted it up with me. It's always an absolute blast. If you guys want to be a part of that, the link to my live stream is down in the description. But I got tons of awesome clips just to find out that it wasn't just Battlefield 2042 that was messing with my recording software, but it's pretty much everything across the board. I tried out every single game that I could possibly find, and apparently GeForce is just completely screwing me over. So if anybody knows any solutions, I would really appreciate it if you can go down in the comment section and possibly try to help me out. I'm going to be going all night long, so trust me, my work day is not even close to being done yet. I'm going to be on here for hours trying to figure out why GeForce won't, record my stuff properly. And it's really strange too, because just the other day, I was having no issues, and then out of nowhere, every single clip that I record is stuttering, glitching, and all that stuff. Basically, what you saw in yesterday's Battlefield video is happening within every single game that I have. So I'm going to try to resolve this, but just so you guys know, it is going to be a little bit older of some gameplay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's been a very long time since I posted some Halo Infinite content on this channel, but it's only because I'm so disappointed with the direction that this franchise is heading. And it's not like a disappointment like, with Battlefield 2042, where I'm disappointed that they lied to us. They basically advertised their game as Battlefield 3/Battlefield 4, turned out to be something completely different with no content, and it took 8+ months just to add one map into the game. It's not that type of disappointment. The disappointment is it's a love-driven disappointment. It's a love-driven disappointment. I truly enjoy this title. Every single time that I log into this game, I can spend so much time playing it if it had content to back it up for the replayability factor. Out of all 3 FPS games that released, Call of Duty Vanguard, Battlefield 2042, and Halo Infinite, I would choose this game over each and every one of them every single day of the week. But sadly, that is slowly changing for me, and it's slowly changing for a lot of other players as well because of the attention, or the lack of attention, that the developers are choosing to show it. Instead of adding the multiplayer experience into a bundle with the campaign for $60, the developers decided to go ahead and say, you know what, free-to-play is the way to go when it comes to the Halo franchise. And I'm really glad that they did this, actually, because it's a proof of concept for any other game out there to not take this direction with their AAA product. Call of Duty, I said this for many years, I would love to see this game go free-to-play. If Call of Duty was free, I wouldn't be as pissed off about it. No, never again will I ever say that after witnessing what Halo Infinite has done to their community. The launch of this game was fantastic. People were pouring in to give it a shot. Friends were all squatting up together to get into big team battles, which is fantastic because compared to Battlefield, where it's 128 players and you can only have 4 players on your team, at least in Halo, when you go into big team battle, you can literally stuff the whole team with friends. It's fantastic. It's such a great experience. But as I was saying, from the very beginning, Halo Infinite started so freaking strong. And then here we are, current date. Just look at the charts here, man. Battlefield 2042. One of the worst FPS games to ever release. The game that the hit detection, like I said, if you haven't watched yesterday's video, please go back and look at my Battlefield video that I posted yesterday. The hit detection doesn't work. You cannot find any lobbies with good connection ping. There's still no server browser to assist you with trying to find good connection and ping. Every single game you get into is half empty. The problems go on and on and on. The aim assist doesn't work for control. The problems go on and on and on. But of course, look here. Battlefield 2042 is doing better than Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite's player count is so low that the worst game known to mankind is completely blowing it out of the water now. And this right here is proof that your game could be absolutely flawless. It could work perfectly fine, but if it doesn't have any reason for you to come back and give it a shot, nobody is going to go ahead and play it. Like I said, Battlefield 2042, absolute disaster. Taking forever to get content, 8+ months just to add one map into the game and a couple of weapons. But let's be honest here, there's been more content added into Battlefield 2042 than Halo Infinite has ever seen. Halo Infinite only got one 4v4 map, and it got one big team battle map. That is it. Since the time it launched, all the way up to current date, that is all they have to spare to us. And honestly, I feel like the Halo community wouldn't be as pissed off if the game actually released complete. It still has no co-op, there's still no Forge, and even though they have hinted Forge to us and they showed us behind the scenes footage of it, it looks phenomenal, don't get me wrong, I'm really excited to actually dig my teeth into it. But the lack of those core features that make a traditional Halo game is really a slap in the face to any hardcore vet. And it's not even just a lack of content that makes people want to stay away from Halo Infinite. If you look right here, Mint Blitz, one of the goats when it comes to the Halo franchise, said, Halo Infinite, the only game where I can't play with my friends because of skill-based matchmaking. I don't know why you'd make skill-based matchmaking stricter when the population is 100 times lower than the launch, there's only 3 of us, and now we can't even play Big Team Battle at night. Yes, skill-based matchmaking is running rampant in Halo Infinite, which usually would not be that much of an issue, but like he said right here, the population is 100 times lower. There's nobody playing the game, so guess what? It's going to be nearly impossible for you and the homies to actually be able to party up and have a reasonable time. And when you guys do finally get into a lobby, it's an absolute sauce fest. I mean, like I said, I cannot play with any of my casual friends when it comes to Halo Infinite. Like I said, I am an average player. I'm not saying I'm a goat or I'm an insane god when it comes to these games, but it's absolute hell for some of my friends to try to tag along and play with me when it comes to this game, to the point where they don't even want to play with me. So we don't play Halo Infinite. I can't play with my friends in this game. They don't want to play with me in this game, so we have to go elsewhere. Another sad cause for why the player count is continuously going down. And it absolutely blows my mind because Halo was never known as the franchise that was stupidly competitive. Even though I would say the mass majority of the community knows that Halo, kind of started the trend of competitive gaming out there. And it's definitely a very sweaty esport game. But like I said, back in the day when I played Halo, I didn't really play this competitively. I only squatted up and played with friends. We would go into Forge, we would play private matches, we would do survival lobbies, and we would just go simply play party modes. Halo Infinite doesn't even have Infected, the most simplistic party mode that you can ever have in a Halo game that's pretty much mandatory in every single Halo game you possibly see, is not in Halo Infinite. There's no casual side to this game, and even when you go into casual lobbies, it forces you to sweat. It's all completely backwards. But moving on from this topic right here, another reason for why this game is losing so much population is because they aren't going to go ahead and fix one of the most crucial things that really determines if an FPS game is going to be good or not, and that is the desync. And for anybody who doesn't know what desync is, the simplest possible way I could put it to you guys is, if you have ever been behind a wall or you're engaging with an enemy and you duck behind cover and 2 seconds later you just die out of the blue, and you always wonder, how did that just happen? Did his bullets curve? Did they, swing around the wall? That right there is desync. Basically, you and your opponent are playing on 2 completely different times. So basically what he's seeing is completely opposite from what you are seeing. So when you thought you were behind the wall and you died, he still saw you completely out in the open on his screen. This is a very crucial thing that haunts a ton of FPS games, but a lot of developers make sure it's priority number 1 because it will truly kill the overall experience if it isn't done perfectly. But according to 343, they are not even going to begin. Yes, you heard that correctly. They are not even in the process of working on this issue that has been there since day 1. All of this time, they have never even considered touching it. And they came out in the open and said that they will continue to not touch it until the co-op experience is out and in the open. Understandable. They want to make sure that probably the whole game is out and ready to go before they, they fix something like that, since, that's across the board. That's not just for multiplayer. That's for the whole game. But still, at the end of the day, just because you decide to not put the full product out there, which Forge and co-op should have been in the game at day 1, doesn't mean the rest of the product has to suffer. This is killing the overall experience. If you go on Reddit or if you ask any person out there in the Halo community, this is probably one of the #1 disappointments that they will tell you, because it's crucial, especially in an arena shooter. You do not want that 1 to 2 second delay when it comes to gunfights. And trust me, that's not all. Desync and lack of content is not the main reason for why tons of people are leaving this product right now. It also comes down to cheaters. Because 343 thought it was such a fantastic idea to make this game free to play, with also a horrifying anti-cheat, yes, you guessed it, there are tons of cheaters coming to haunt this game, and it's hilarious because I made a video about this a long time ago, and everybody in the comment section roasted the absolute hell out of me, saying, "Oh, JB, all you do is talk crap. All you do is talk crap. It's owned by Microsoft. Microsoft would never allow cheaters in their game." Screw off. I knew from the second they said free to play that this game would be haunted with cheaters. And there's actually a channel on YouTube, Why So Serious, an absolute goat, not just with Halo, but with pretty much every FPS game this man touches. But he goes over on Halo, goes into theater mode, and he absolutely exposes each and every one of these loser scumbags who has to use cheats to become better at these games. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And the numbers are much more than you could possibly ever imagine. Now, yes, these cheaters probably do get handled. They probably do get banned. But since it's free to play, it's such easy access to get right back into the experience. And they are absolutely everywhere. So yes, put it all together. Desync, tons of cheaters. So not only are you going to be shot around walls, but the people who are shooting around walls either have aimbot or wall hacks. And on top of that, there's not enough content in the game to keep me playing on a consistent basis. And that's not all. There's no rank system in the game. There's no casual game modes. Do you see what I'm saying here? I want to make it very clear. I want to make this extremely clear, actually. I love this game. It is fantastic. And again, my disappointment doesn't come down because the developers didn't know how to make a good game. No, the game is good. It's just, it's missing so much. It's missing so much to the overall product that the game, as you can see, is dying. Now, lucky enough for us, according to VGC News, Halo veteran Paul Bertone, who worked on the first 5 series entries at Bungie, has joined 343 Industries as the studio's technical design director. This right here is absolutely fantastic news. This is over the top. But again, isn't this a little too late? Apparently, over half the team who even worked on Halo Infinite aren't even there anymore, which is extremely depressing. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is how your favorite franchise is being handled. Yes, for all those hardcore Halo vets out there. And again, like I said, I'm probably not as hurt as some of you guys, because I always tended to go off to the battlefield and Call of Duty sides of things. But for all of the hardcore vets, this must hurt tremendously to see half the team absolutely abandon this game. And even though you see GOATs coming back to help out with the production, it's still a little too late. You know, cheaters are taking over. There's no rank system in the game yet. And I'm not talking about, ranked play. I'm talking about an actual number for just playing the game in general casually. The actual progression through the battle passes is absolute hell still. There's so many problems with this game that's littered because of free-to-play that just ruined the overall experience. I love this game. I can hop on this game any day and enjoy it, but I can only play it for about 30 minutes before I get bored out of my mind. They have to make some changes. In order for this game to thrive and become alive, they have to make some drastic changes. With all honesty, I really wish they would just added this to the campaign bundle, made it a full $6 product, and treated it as an actual Halo game instead of how they treated it now. But it's a little too late for that now. Sadly, I kind of just want to wait for another Halo game, but knowing that this is probably going to be what we have for years and years and years to come, I can only hope that they can go ahead and put effort into this game and make it 10 times better. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, bombs, I hate it, leave a dislike. Also, for brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with this tweet, do so. I have Twitter and Discord, put the link down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games, do it on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you all next one. Peace out.